everyone, it's Leanne with Lovely Scrappin'. Okay, so I'm here with the pleated or ruffled trim tutorial. So I showed this in purple on a card that I made, and so enough of you guys asked for a tutorial, so I decided, okay, I'll do it. It's super easy. So I got the inspiration to do box pleated trim from Leonie, my passion for paper, and I'll post her box pleated trim tutorial down below in the description box, so be sure to check out her video. It's amazing. And I just kind of took it a step further and used a 1.5-inch ribbon, satin ribbon, to make pleated trim. So this is what I came up with, and I did it in this color to kind of coordinate with this album. I've done a video explaining this album, so I'll post the link to that below. So I was thinking maybe this page, and I think it would probably look best on to bring out a bit of that nice light pink there. So that is what I did. So I hope to include it in this because I have to start working on this again. So hang in there, guys. We'll get started, and I'll show you how I made this. Okay, you guys, so let's get started. So you're going to choose your satin ribbon of choice. It doesn't have to be a wide ribbon. This one is measuring 1.5 inches. So I mean, you can use 1 inch too. If you go any smaller, it might be a bit difficult, but for this tutorial I'll show you using the 1.5 inches because that's what I used on the card. It was the purple ribbon. So I'm going to do one in pink, and the length of it, this is just a scrap piece of ribbon I had, so it was already cut, but I typically just keep it on the roll until I have my desired length of my pleated trim. So just keep it on the roll. Unless you have a scrap, then use your scrap like I am. And then just to start, I've already melted this end here, but if you're using satin or synthetic fabric, I like to just melt the edges, or you can use glossy accents or clear nail polish, whatever you want, just to seal the edges to prevent them from fraying. It's going to get tucked in the back anyway, so it won't be seen, but it's nice just to seal the edges. So the next thing you're going to need is a score tape, double-sided tape. This is, I think it's the 5mm or 1/4 inch, 5mm tape. I love working with this size tape, and it doesn't matter, just use one that's really sticky. There's the Sukwang. This one is actually from my dollar store, and I really like it. It's sticky and it works with this fabric just fine. So this is a dollar store one that I'm using, but again, you can use like the Sukwang, or you can even use the super terrifically tacky tape as well from Provocraft. So it doesn't matter, whatever brand you want to use. You can even use hot glue if you want, but I find this is much neater. So take some tape, and I like to just pull out a big strand, and you can't see it because it's off screen here, but I just tape it down to the side of my desk, cut off a big chunk, and then I just trim it off of there as I go, kind of a thing. So I typically just take about 1/4 inch in length for each one that I'm doing, just like what Leonie does for the box pleated trim. So starting off the end, I'm just going to do a little piece here of the tape just in the center. Okay, so push that down really good, and then just peel it back. And then this one is just going to go over enough because it's just going to hide that unfinished end there. Okay. So that's where it starts. So now I'm going to put another piece, sorry if I'm off screen here, another little 1/4 inch piece of tape that I'm going to just cut off. And I'm just going to stick it again, all of the pieces, just eyeball it. You can measure it if you want, but that just takes too much time for me. So just, again, stick it in the center. And depending on the length, like the size of the pleats that you want, you're going to adjust this. If you want smaller pleats, then do it smaller, but this is roughly a 1/2 inch pleat I'm going to be doing for this. So then you're just going to fold it over so it's about 1/2 inch. That's just the size I'm just going to do for this tutorial. Okay, and then because my pleated trim is going to be going like this way, so you're going to need to put your next piece of tape right there. And take your next piece of tape and put it just in the center, the very edge here. And then you're going to fold this backwards because this is going to be the front. So if you look at it like this, you're just going to have that line up too in the back. I just try to make sure that my edges line up here when I fold it. So there's your first box pleat, okay, in the center. So the next one you're going to put right here. Trying to line it up in the center as best as possible. And then you're going to fold this over so it lines up nicely and then press down. So it's about 1/2 inch that you folded it over. Then you're going to flip, sorry if I was off screen you guys, then you're going to flip this just over this way, right, because it's going to go, you're going to need adhesive here for it to get stuck down like that. But it's easier to just put it like that. And then put your piece of tape right in the middle against the edge there. And I like to kind of put it on the face up, the shiny part up, and do my fold down so it's nice and lined up. Like that. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. So we're going to flip it over and put your next piece of adhesive right there. Take it off, and this is where I like to watch what I'm doing because this is where I want the size to be even. So I just kind of take it like this and sort of eyeball it here. That's about good. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be somewhat even. So that's where we're at right now, okay? So the next piece of adhesive is going to go on the back side of that because we want to continue going along this way. Okay, so just flip it that way. If you guys want to see what I'm doing with my tape, it's just like this. So I just stick it there and I just pull it off. It's just easier for me that way, rather than having to pick up the ring of tape every time. Okay, then I'm going to flip it this way. Okay, and then flip it back that way and put the next piece right here. So as you can see, it's sort of a bit of a pattern. Okay, so I think I'm just going to wrap it up here soon. I do one more. It's attached right there, but I'm just going to attach it a little bit more. Cut. So now what I do with this is I always make sure my ribbon is going to be a little bit longer because I'm going to wrap it around the back. So hot gluing satin ribbon is just a mess, as some of you may know through experience. So the double-sided tape I find is the cleanest look. I'm probably going to put a layer of bling on top of this ribbon too, so that shouldn't matter too much. So what I'm going to do is just get the approximate length I want here, and then I'm just going to lie it down through the center. Okay, peel that back and then carefully place your ribbon on top, leaving about like half an inch on either, or an inch depending on how long you cut this ribbon, on either side. So lay that nicely down the center. Okay, so that's in the center. Now just flip it over because you're going to want to put these ends over top. And then just fold that over nicely. And you have your trim like that. Now I'm going to put some, now you can put like in a different color if you have it, you know, like pearls, or you can even do the same color if you want. I think what I've decided was to put some bling trim. So let me just glue it on here quickly, being ever so careful. So you're just going to want to use just a teeny tiny bit of glue at a time. And I like to do this in bits. I don't do one big huge long strand because I find that it can get messy. So that is my handmade ruffle trim. I hope you guys like it. I want to thank Leonie for giving me the inspiration to do box pleated trim. Thanks Leonie for the inspiration, girl. You are so creative and so helpful. And thank you everybody for watching. I hope this was helpful as well. And please leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye now.